hearts race, and the crowd goes wild. All across the nation, the Dirt Track Warriors duke it out for what matters the most: the trophy and the glory. This is Gas and Glory, presented by R&R Enterprises.
Coming to you direct from the studios here at R&R Enterprises, this is the place where we talk about what matters the most, the trophy and the glory. It's Kyle Looters and Neil Quick on Gas and Glory. We talk racing, we talk life, we even talk about what we had for lunch. That's right. I welcome in now my colleague, my good friend, and somebody with a very interesting lunch story today, Neil Quick. So, exactly what did happen at lunch today? Because we were talking about this before we went on the air here. Started recording the show. You had quite the interesting lunch period.
Well, I think between me and you, we deemed it not necessarily, I guess, a topic to talk about food and lunch on the air. But
we are.
Yeah, we are. And fortunately, today I got a free lunch due to the great boss deciding to drop his cell phone.
Whoa. You got a free lunch?
Yep.
How did I miss this?
Well, you're just not in a loop, bud.
I guess not.
I think it had something to do with me driving to lunch and having to drive him to drop off his cell phone to get fixed for the 400th time because Apple loves him.
Well, what did he do to the phone?
Well, I think he was doing some of those, I guess, contracting repairs here at R&R last night, and he decided to see how his iPhone 5 drops out of a 12-foot ceiling.
Uh-oh.
He was using it as a light to light it up, I think, and somehow he knocked it from the ceiling to the ground.
So you're saying that Phil, our owner, Phil Rideout, had another mishap
with the phone,
in addition to his glasses.
Dude, there's glasses strategically placed throughout the building.
So yeah, folks, if you ever come on a tour of the R&R World headquarters here, you will find pairs of glasses everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. And if you find those folks, those are very collectible. Be sure to grab them and get them on eBay as fast as possible.
Individually, each has their own individual serial number.
Well, no, I wouldn't go as far as a serial number, but one might be missing an arm, and another might be tweaked or crossed up or stepped on a glass or something along that lines.
All right, we gotta stop here. We got racing to get to, and it was a big weekend, man. We had a great weekend, and several of the Team R&R drivers, they had a great weekend as well too. We kick things off. Let's get a little music going here. All right, there we go.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, no, you will.
Oh, okay.
It'll be piped through.
Okay, cool.
Trust me. Your headset's broken. Anyway, sweepers continued on the World of Outlaws STP Sprint Car Series as Donnie Schatz swept the events at Bloomington and at Berlin this weekend. And then, oh, by the way, not only did he pick up wins 23 and 24 on the World of Outlaws STP Sprint Car season. Notice I emphasize Sprint Car there because Thursday night he took part in the opening night of the 11th annual Lucas Oil Knoxville Late Model Nationals.
He had a busy weekend.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely.
You think? So he starts 22nd in the B main at Knoxville and winds up finishing 16th. Now, realistically, if he could have made it back to Knoxville on Saturday night, he could have made his way up to the feature. I think he could have. I'm going to just say that. He is Donnie Schatz. He's kind of like Superman, only with an STP logo on it.
That place is known as Schattsville.
Oh, absolutely. Did you see our picture earlier this week? It was like a little postcard that says, "Greetings from Schattsville," and he was in Victory Lane. I kind of liked that one anyways. But no, phenomenal job by Donnie Schatz and the entire number 15 team. They did they've been lights out this year, folks. Broke Donnie's single season win total. 23 was set last year. It is now set at 24. You and I kind of have a little bit of a, I would say, an ongoing argument about where he's going to end up. There's 7 World of Outlaws STP Sprint Car Series events left in the 2014
I think you said he was going to get 30, right?
You know, looking at the schedule, I think he could do it.
I think it's a tall order.
If there's any tall order in sprint car racing, is there any driver better equipped than Donnie Schatz to get it done?
I'm not disagreeing with that fact. Putting up 30 on the board with 7 races left, I think he's going to be about 26, 27. I think we've got 3 or 4 more wins at the most.
We're talking food here. You want to put a taco bet on that?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Okay, so how many you got?
I'm going to go, me and Ryan's been talking about this in the office. I'm going to go 27.
You're going to go 27?
Yep.
I'm going to go 30, and we got a taco bet on that.
How's that exactly work?
The loser has to buy the winner a taco.
Okay.
Yeah, we were going to go sandwich, but you told me you were watching a carb, so sandwiches are out. Speaking of Knoxville and late models, Well, hey, you like your tacos.
Oh,
You like your tacos. Moving right along, the Knoxville Late Models, like what we were talking about. It was the 11th annual Lucas Oil Knoxville Late Model Nationals. And Neil, can you please fill in a blank here for me? Who did end up winning that very, very prestigious race with a last lap pass?
Well, I'll say it's Berkey time, boys.
Oh, Berkey time.
Burkhofer put a last lap, last corner outside, win it or wear it move on Bloomquist and took it home.
So Brian Burkhofer took the win.
Yes.
Did it Harry Gant style, high, wide, and handsome.
Absolutely.
And brought the folks in Knoxville, Sprint Car USA, to their feet for late models?
Absolutely.
Say it ain't so, man.
It was awesome. It was a great race. And, I mean, 2 laps to go. It looked like he had no chance in heck fire to catch old Bloomer.
Glad you caught yourself there.
Yeah, I caught myself. Classes are paying off.
I can tell that. But, yeah, Burkhofer is an Iowa native, and he actually won the inaugural event back in 2004. Very cool piece of history there. $40,000 was his winner's payday. They're still working on getting that purse up to the $150,000 that Schatz seems to take out of that small town in Iowa each
Still
and every
not
summer.
a bad payday, though.
No. Not complaining one bit. If I could pick up $40,000 on a Saturday night, I would, outside of going to the casino or, well, having someone pay to shut me up. Later on, he announced that he was taking a year away from racing. So, I gotta tell you.
Kind of a little bit shocked by that, but he just said that he needs a little time away and going to take some time off. So, good for him to take that break.
My question is, when are you going to take a year off?
It's coming sometime.
It's coming sometime?
Yeah.
You got to make sure that, when we have the Neil Quick retirement tour, we're going to have to do that big.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely something coming down the road, but not looking forward to anytime soon. I got a lot of stuff to do yet.
Oh, that's a bummer. Anyway, moving on to ASCS action, Derek Hagar captured the Jesse Hockett Daniel McMillan Memorial at Lucas Oil Speedway near Wheatland, Missouri. He passed Jeff Swindell in lap traffic. Fact for you, Hagar was a teammate to Hockett in Silver Crown Cars the year Jesse was killed. That was really cool to see that, the way everything kind of transpired in Wheatland, Missouri. One of the best facilities you'll find anywhere, Lucas Oil Speedway, and a great event as well, too.
Yeah, continuing on the tradition of in memory of Jesse and Daniel, and great to see Derek get a win down there.
Absolutely so. We continue to move on. We move on from the dirt tracks to the straight line, Neil. It was a close event for us here at R&R as the NHRA Mellow Yellow Drag Racing Series was at Gateway Motorsports Park this past weekend.
And they didn't have snowmobiles, Kyle.
And they did not have snowmobiles. I made sure to make mention of that to the NHRA officials. They are taking my suggestions under advisement for the 2015 event.
Whatever.
They are.
Yeah.
It was round 3 of the countdown to the championship, and our buddy Antron Brown got back on track with a win in Top Fuel Dragster, snapping Tony Schumacher's win streak. That's his teammate, the Sarge. That was pretty cool to watch.
Man, them cars are impressive. Anytime you get a chance to go to an NHRA event and see those nitro cars, those funny cars, Top Fuel cars, even the Pro Mods and Pro Stocks, I mean, that's great racing. And, boy, it just rattles you from the inside out when you're next to the starting line or where they're taking off or going down the drag strip in general. Them things that are amazing. It's them guys are driving rocket ships down the track. And definitely great for R&R to be there. We were there this weekend and actually had great host for the weekend, Don Schumacher Racing. Got to hang out with them guys.
We'll talk about that a little bit more, as it was Antron Brown defeating Sean Langdon of Alan Abbey Racing. Now, you want to talk about some cool-looking cars.
Alan Abbey's got some cool-looking stuff.
Oh, man, they're from Qatar.
Yeah.
The Sheik.
The Sheik's got some golden black top feelers there.
He's got the gold, he's got the silver. It was kind of awesome. We move on to funny car. Our guy Matt Hagan of the Don Schumacher Racing stable fell in a close final to Courtney Force. In Pro Stock, it was Dave Connolly continuing on for Gray Motorsports. They've been on a hot streak.
They have been. Jonathan getting one, and now Connolly getting one.
You are absolutely right. And in Pro Stock Motorcycle, Jerry Savoy winning after 4 years of trying.
Yeah, it was a big win for him. It's something that a lot of his competitors, everybody after the race was putting out a big congratulations to him.
It was really cool to see that because he was so emotional when they caught up with him at the top end.
Yeah, getting that Wally, it's a big deal for him.
See, that's what sprint car racing needs. We need our trophies named after somebody. You go to drag racing, everybody wants a Wally.
How about a squealie?
A squealie?
Yeah.
We're going to have awards at the end of the year.
Oh,
I think we're going to have to call them the squealies.
The squealies.
The squealies. It is done. Mr. Shannon, thank you very much.
Yeah, he's got his head going. There he is. He agrees.
For those of you that haven't been following the show, we are in the St. Louis area, and
we'll get to that later in the show too.
One of the announcers for the St. Louis Cardinals on the radio is Mike Shannon. We have his bobblehead here.
Stop.
Hold on, let me
You're
finish
talking
this.
about the 2014 National League Central champ St. Louis Cardinals.
We're not going to get to that right now, Neil. Calm down.
God.
Let me finish explaining. But we have a
Give them their props, buddy.
We have a bobblehead of Mr. Shannon. It's the only toy
legendary catcher, Mike Shannon.
It's the only toy and trinket that we have here in the studio right now. If you feel compelled, you want to send us some swag for the studio, we'll gladly display it. Not a problem. But for right now, we have Mr. Shannon. When we say something that we think is pretty awesome, we bang the table. Mr. Shannon bobbles his head, and he agrees with us.
It's awesome. Great audience.
All right. The squealies. Made to happen right there.
There he goes.
We'll talk about the Cardinals here later on in the show. But for now, we move on to Pennsylvania and a new song. As the Black Bandit stole some money this weekend. That's right, Stevie Smith swept the weekend by winning the Outlaw Tune-Up at Williams Grove Speedway on Friday night, and then he took the first annual Dirt Classic at Lincoln Speedway the following night. That's right, swept the weekend, man. Got out the broom just like Donnie Schatz. All told, the Fred Raymer team took out about $23,000, $24,000 out of the Keystone State, and that is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It's super cool to see Freddie and Stevie put it together. The only thing that I have concerning about this deal is the Black Bandit nickname, and he's in a white car.
Hey, listen.
What?
It doesn't matter what color the car is. The man's fast.
Well, I agree with you. He's been very, very fast, and definitely seeing that deal come together has been solid this year for him.
You want to know what the cool thing was? Is that, I know Stevie has had several nicknames over the years, but I was listening to Wing Nation, and...
Were they talking about food?
They were. Well, yeah, we were talking about food. We like food.
Yeah.
And remember, we have a taco bet going here.
Yeah.
Fred Raymer was talking to, I forget who he was talking to, but he called Stevie Little Smitty.
Little Smitty.
Little Smitty. I kind of like that one. Little Smitty.
He'll always be the Black Bandit, though.
That's true. He's got a lot of nicknames, including one that I gave him he was not particularly happy about.
Is that something we can say on air?
Yeah, it is.
What do you got?
You want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, we won the 2012 Ohio Sprint Speed Week title.
Yeah.
You know what I called him?
What?
Ohio's fastest wrinkle.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty harsh.
It was. Pretty funny, though. All right, we move on.
That's a good one, Kyle.
Moving on to USAC, Brian Clausen picked up his 30th USAC win at Lawrenceburg. Pretty cool. He led flag to flag at a very exciting track, man.
Yeah, the Berg, man. Sprint car racing at the Berg, and Brian Clausen.
Non-wing sprint car racing at the Berg.
Yeah, I forgot. They are non-wing. That's part of USAC, right?
They back it on into the corner a little more.
No, it's great racing, and Clausen continuing to put it in victory lane. That's good to see. I know the week before he had the midget at 4 Crown in victory lane.
Absolutely so. So it was a great weekend for Team R&R. We had several winners and modifieds, late models, drag racing, open wheel racing, all kinds of cool stuff, really, man.
Yeah.
The chase was pretty cool. Kyle Larson up near the front once again. Big shout out to Kyle. Good job there, buddy.
He had a consistent weekend in the Nationwide and the Cup Series. I think he brought home 6th in both.
He's doing really well. And
besides a minor issue with the gas man dragging him down pit lane a little bit.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was one of my candidates for Did You See That this
really?
week. Yeah, because I saw the picture. The gas man's like lying flat on his chest, and he's just got the arm up holding the can. That's dedication.
We were sitting kind of in the Schumacher deal, and they had it on the flat screens, and we were like, holy cow.
Hey.
We're rock stars.
You guys sound pretty VIP here. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but once again, congratulations to all of the Team R&R drivers on a spectacular weekend. Great job, everybody. And now we kind of move on. There's a few things I want to discuss. Hey, I'm starting to catch a lot of wind. Not bad wind. Not, that kind of wind.
Right.
I'm starting to catch.
That would be me.
Yes, that would be you after the Chinese.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
Oh, man. See, this is why we need like a glass wall in between the two of us. Right, Mr. Shannon? All right, good. He agrees.
I think he shook his head no.
No, he shook his head
He thinks
yes.
we should be this close.
Oh, shush. Anyways, hearing Todd Queering and a Midwest Sprint Car Series tour kind of based around Knoxville. They're not going to run Saturday nights, but they're going to try to run, Friday and Sunday. They've got Husitz on board, like I mentioned, Knoxville. So, Neil, I've got to ask you, we're going to kind of do this Roman Coliseum style.
Okay.
Thumbs up, thumbs down here. What do you think of this? Good deal for sprint car racing in the Midwest?
Yeah, absolutely. Anything that can tie some more, I guess, promotion of sprint car racing, good in getting some more races tied in, and Todd does things the right way. I mean, I would imagine
first class.
Yeah, I would imagine that this is going to be something that's going to put sprint car racing more on the map here in the Midwest, and actually, I think that. Not knowing a purse and stuff like that, there's a couple things we don't know about, but I think that Todd being tied into this, it should be a first-class deal.
Oh, absolutely. He's been a great ambassador.
Kind of excited to see what comes out about it.
Yeah, you kind of scared me there a little bit.
Yeah. Shut up, Kyle.
I do the best I can anyways, folks. But yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that, see what's going on there. It's something that certainly could impact things down our way. We could be seeing some more sprint car races down our way since this is a Midwest series.
Yeah, it's still a lot of
because MOA, IRA, they're in talks to work with this new series as well too, and they come down to Illinois and race quite a bit, so it could be such a deal that we see.
Well, the MOA's been the newest thing that we've had in our area here, in this area, and they've done good at promoting and putting races on and tying into the local tracks. But really interested to see what comes out of this deal with Todd. I mean, depending what tracks and sponsors that tie into it and how he does it, could be a big thing.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm thinking about that taco I'm going to win from you for Donnie Schutz's wins.
How do we get from a sprint car series to a taco?
I'm hungry.
Man, what you should have went to the Chinese buffet with us.
They
didn't have tacos though.
I'm so hungry on this marathon training stuff that I'm on right now. I'm so hungry they would have had to give me a restrictor plate.
Really?
Seriously, I would have bankrupted them.
Wow.
I'm like going through stuff like crazy. My grocery bill's almost doubled.
Really? So what is it, like $50 a week now?
Oh shoot, dude, it's more like 80.
Holy cow.
Dude, we're going through some food. All right, we move on. Speaking of food, this past weekend, the National Hot Rod Association made their annual trek to Gateway Motorsports Park. By the way, we're really glad they're back at Gateway. Can we just say that?
It's a super great deal at NHRA being back in Gateway, and it's
Gateway being back itself.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Gateway being back itself and what Curtis has done over there and all the folks, and we do a lot with Gateway and really excited. I mean, they've got a great go-kart facility over there that they put up, bringing the NASCAR stuff back to the track, tying the NHRA deal into it. There is always something going on, and it's almost every night of the week over there now with the go-kart deal going on. I mean, that's something else we need to throw out there. We're going to have some taco bets. We need to throw out some go-kart bets and drop our boys in a couple seats out there and go racing.
We've got so many bets going on around here. It's like not even funny, folks. Really. It's like not even funny. But yeah, no, it was a great weekend. All right, first off, tell me what you and Ryan got the chance to go do. Because all of us were out there, but we were kind of on like different plans and paths here. So you tell me first what you did, and then I'll tell you what I did.
It was a great day. We started out earlier in the day and before the first round of qualifying on Saturday and got to show up and just kind of walk the pits, the nitro pits and the bikes and all that, and just see what was going on and talking to people and kind of take everything in. And then we were treated to hospitality at Don Schumacher Racing thanks to Kyle Cunningham over there. And kind of a neat thing since we do a lot of shirts for Don Schumacher Racing. Got to scope out their trailer, look at the needs for next year, and already got a lot of that stuff going. But it's kind of neat. Really got shown around, and Antron Brown, weekend top fuel winner, really took care of us over there and got to see a lot of people. Speaking of Curtis at Gateway and different people over there. So definitely neat to get to see it and especially have the nitro burn in your eyes and smelling the fuel over there.
Yeah, I could tell that your nose hairs this morning are non-existent. It's kind of cool. You singed them? Did you singe them?
No, I didn't singe them. I was close enough though.
Are they just curled up so far that?
Well, Don't
the
know if I would go
nitro.
there.
The nitro.
The nitro is pretty cool, man. Feel the burn.
Absolutely so. So that sounds like you guys had a good time. That's awesome.
It's amazing over there just to watch the events that unfold. If you haven't been to an NHRA event, definitely just to see how the teams work. I mean, these guys are putting together a top fuel dragster motor in 35, 40 minutes or less. Rebuild. It goes down to the drag strip, comes back after a 3 or 4 second run, comes back to it. They break the car down. They break this thing down like an erector set, and in 40 minutes it's back up and they're firing it and going again, and it's amazing. They break those engines down. Everything's lined up. The organization there and just the way everything's put together, top-notch between the way the crew works on the cars and the folks that are in the PR and marketing and having the folks over at the hospitality. It's great to see the Matco tool distributors and new ones getting invited and introduced to everybody, and got to meet some great people over there. I know with the Make-A-Wish deal with Tommy Johnson Jr., a lot of very important people involved with that, and it's great to see the involvement with Make-A-Wish and making the kids' dreams come true and opportunities in that deal too. It's very neat.
Awesome. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys got some good food there, didn't you?
Yeah, hospitality food was great, and pumped up about it. Again, we're talking about the food, but really good stuff over there.
Absolutely. So you guys got the chance to do that. I got the chance to hang out in race control all weekend. So
they didn't let you touch the buttons, did they?
Oh,
that might explain a few things.
They came close.
Wow.
They came close. But no, I was up there to shadow their announcing crew. They had a trio of announcers. Very cool. A big thank you to Alan and Mike and Nate for really they kind of brought me out so I could kind of like learn the lay of the land and kind of learn the lingo. I've announced dirt track stuff for quite a while.
Yes.
Very new to drag racing.
Sure.
So they kind of explained to me what this means and what that means, and it was like my mind was on overload. I was taking notes like crazy. And they even let me get on the mic after the last round of pros.
Really?
Yeah, so I can put that on there now. That was cool, and I didn't screw it up. Too bad. But no, it was very interesting. And then I got Sunday, and a little bit on Saturday too, but mostly on Sunday, I got to go down to the television trucks.
Yes.
And I sat in on the ESPN telecast.
Yes.
And so when Dave Reef and Mike Dunn were doing their thing, I'm just sitting there 5 feet away watching it going, this is awesome.
No, it's a cool deal. I think you ran into somebody over there too.
Yeah, you know, the kind of the way that I got into the TV truck on Saturday was I walked in and I was just supposed to be kind of like touring around, and who do I run into?
The legendary.
The amazing, worldwide, Greg Stevens.
Wow.
For those of you that are unfamiliar with Greg Stevens, Greg is the father of one of our artists here at R&R, Nick, and Greg.
He's amazing. I mean, anytime
you're
in
any
big event, we run into him. It could be Supercross, NHRA,
he's
Eldora,
there.
Knoxville. He's there, and he's always right there. You're no matter how long you've been there or whatever the case. All of a sudden, Greg Stevens pops in.
It's like you're standing there, and then all of a sudden you turn around, and then there he is, and he knows everybody. He knows.
He's been in the business so long, and just a great guy.
He's a walking, talking Rolodex. No, we love Greg, and
yes.
Every time we see him, it's always great. Shake his hand, get a hug, you're good to go. But no, it was a great weekend. I think we all had fun. We all learned a lot, and I think we all made some contacts for, R&R now. We are branching off and doing so many different things that really, I mean, sending the crew out there like we did this weekend, everybody picked up something that they can work on.
Yes.
For what we do on the media side, for what we do on the sublimation side, the T-shirt side, the embroidery side.
Even what we do in the taste sampling category.
Absolutely.
Yes.
If you have a hospitality event that you need a food review of.
Me and Ryan's there.
Well, I'll go too.
Yeah, we don't care about you.
Yeah, shush.
You can announce it or something.
Oh, I can announce your food review?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, sitting at this plate.
Yes, there we go.
Wielding the butter knife and salad fork.
Sounds awesome.
All right, there we go. We'll have to get your reaction time too, by the way.
A lot of numbers in the HRA in there.
There's way too many of them, but I'm learning. All right, we look forward to this weekend. Big time, buddy.
Yeah, we're gonna race up in Pennsylvania.
We're gonna dial it up here. We got some new music. We're dialing it up here.
Okay.
We're dialing it up
can't
because
hear the music.
Well, it's like I said, your headset's busted. Budget cuts at R&R. The outlaw, the The World of Outlaws.
Spit it out, Kyle.
No, I can't have the accounting department get mad at me this week. I got one too many strikes last week.
Yeah, I seen them already in there earlier today.
She was throwing magazines across my office.
Yeah, that looked violent.
Don't worry, it's all under control.
Yeah, I can tell.
We're working on it.
Okay.
All right, we move on into the preview. The World of Outlaws STP Sprint Car Series heads to Williams Grove Speedway for the National Open, the Morgan Hughes National Open to be exact. It's kind of a big deal race up in the Northeast. It's kind of the last crown jewel of the season for the sprint cars, and it kind of, well, no, it does pay $50,000 to the winner.
Well, we were there last year, and we got to cross it off the bucket list, or I did, and awesome way to do it, especially with Freddie Ramber getting his first National Open win, and I don't think you can beat that. That's why I'm not going back. Sealed and done.
I have some mixed feelings because this is the first National Open I'm missing in about 3 or 4 years.
Well, and I want to tell you, your buddy looking strong after last weekend in that Raymer car.
I'm telling, hey, if Stevie ends up winning this,
is that your pick for this weekend?
Hold on here. If Stevie ends up winning this thing, you're going to find out just how fast I can get from here to Central Pennsylvania.
Really?
Because I will make the post-race party.
Oh, boy.
I will make that post-race party.
But we know your last-minute travel details around here, Kyle. We've been down this road before.
Whoa. Time out.
I talked to you in the morning one morning, and all of a sudden, the next thing I know, you're leaving, and the next thing phone call I have is, where are you at? I'm in Ohio. And that happened in a matter of hours.
Hey, what can I say?
I
travel fast.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to leave it at that. Moving on.
We need to.
Yes, we do. But no, Williams Grove National Open, it's an event like no other. Last year when we saw Freddie Raymer win, you know, it literally was like watching, it was like being at Daytona when Dale Earnhardt Sr. won in 1998. It was like...
they did everything besides burn the place down.
Exactly. It is what I would imagine it would be like being at Wrigley Field if the Cubs ever win a championship again.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen anytime soon.
Okay, yeah.
They did look stronger this
year. We're both in agreement on that. And by the way, this is a St. Louis Cardinal-friendly show, so if you're a Cubs fan, we apologize, but we speak the truth.
Turn down the volume.
Yeah. But picks for this weekend. Last year, it was Don Kreitz Jr. on the Friday night opener, and then Fast Freddie Raymer won last year, the big show in the Cell Machine. So your picks for this year, give me 2.
I'm going to go with my favorite. I'm going to go with, of course, Donnie Schatz.
Donnie Schatz.
And a little bit of a dark horse, not too bad of a dark horse. I'm going with Paul McMahon.
God dang it. I can't pick after you pick. All right. Well, let's see, Les. I'll tell you what. Here we go. I'm going to lay another taco on the line here.
Oh, no.
I'm going to lay another taco on the line.
This could get dangerous, Kyle.
This could get dangerous. I realize that earlier in the show, I made a bet for a taco that Donnie Schatz gets to 30 wins. The National Open is one of the 7 events remaining on the schedule. I realize I am betting against this, but folks, listen to my strategy here. If Donnie Schatz wins, he's on his way to 30. I get a taco.
Right.
If my pick or one of my picks wins, I'm a taco ahead of Neil, so that's like insurance in case Schatz doesn't get to 30 wins. Look at that right there.
Well, your taco money, in fact, I forgot to ask you, you need to start paying up your taco money because you lost to me for the 3rd week in a row on the NFL.
I paid you the past 2 weeks. I'll get you your $1 in the morning.
Okay.
Thank you. It's due by Wednesday morning. If you look at the rules on the sheet.
Oh, now we got rules on it? Because
there's always been rules on the sheet. Anyway, back to my picks. I am going to go with Stevie Smith in car number 51. Also, I think this could be the year. They finally have won at the Grove. They figured it out. He was really good there earlier this year. I'm going Darren Pittman as my second pick.
Really?
In the Casey Kane Racing Great Clips number 9. I'm going Darren Pittman and Stevie Smith to your Paul McMahon and Donnie Schatz. Taco is on the line. Mr. Shannon, do you agree? He agrees. We move on. NHR.
It'd be bad if he started answering us. Really.
Oh, he only says one thing.
Yeah.
NHRA goes for round number 4 in the countdown with racing at Maple Grove Speedway in Reading, Pennsylvania. So, see, Neil, we really missed out on this. We could have gone to NHRA for the second weekend in a row and gone to National Open. What were we thinking?
I don't know, something called running a business?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so anyways, but very exciting and interesting to see how that's going to work out.
We got a small race in town here this week, called the Gold Crown Midget Nationals.
Absolutely. Tell us more about Gold Crown, my friend.
Gold Crown Midget Nationals, a very big event over at Tri-City Speedway in Pontoon Beach, Illinois. Best midget drivers in the country, and going for some big money over there.
How much money?
A lot.
How much are we talking here?
A lot. That means I don't know exactly, but it's a lot.
I think it's like a $10,000 to win.
Is that what it is?
Saturday night, yeah.
10 grand to win?
That's a lot,
for a midget race. Yeah.
That's like on Chili Bowl level there.
No, it's some of the greatest midget racing of the year, and they've really built it up into a big event. And starts on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and should definitely build up to an exciting climax on Saturday.
And I think it finishes on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday too.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, if the races start each night, then they'll probably finish.
Really?
Yeah, you can hit me later.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had to go ahead and do
Thanks, buddy.
NASCAR is heading to the Kansas Speedway, one of my home tracks, as we continue on in the chase. Kyle Larson, both Neil and I are hoping that you can be the chase buster.
Absolutely.
And break on through, get that first win. So we're looking forward to that. And before we get done with the previews, we want to give a very special shout out to our good friend, Colton Gauss. Colton has the National Open benefit going on this weekend. It's going to be on Saturday. There's going to be a chicken barbecue, and then there's going to be an auction. Folks, if you are at Williams Grove, you have got to go to this event. If you've never been, or if you've been in years prior, Colton has a lot of things going on this year at the event. They're trying to raise a lot of money. We're trying to get it up over $35,000 in monies raised. They go to 3 great charities: World of Outlaws Benevolent Fund, the York County Racers Fund, as well as the Steve King Foundation. So once again, if you're listening to this and you're going to be up at Williams Grove, go to the National Open. It is Kyle and Neil approved. We went last year. We had a ball. Neil got a poster from, was it Miss Dirt Tracking or something?
Yeah, I thought she was one of your friends.
No, not one of my friends. You got a poster, and then Phil got a poster, which I found the poster that Phil got. It's back in the workshop area. I think his brother Al, our head of building maintenance, he got a hold of it, and he scratched out Phil, and he wrote it out.
That's pretty good.
I think that's where that poster ended up. So, no. Seriously, folks, it's a great event. We're very proud to be a part of it. This is a multi-year agreement that we've been a part of it. We've enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun when we went last year. Apparently, there's still some discrepancy over a rental car, but
rental car. You trashed it.
I did not.
Luckily, it's still got a bumper cover on it.
Oh boy.
I think there's a mark still at that historical racetrack that's been there since like 1912 that you left a mark too.
I didn't hit anything.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Taking a helmet next time.
You're so funny. But that's a preview of what's going on in the racing world this weekend. Good luck to everybody out there. We look forward to much success. And Stevie and Darren, if you're listening, or Donnie, if you're listening too, I mean, I've got like 3 of the 4 covered.
Yeah.
Bring home the taco.
What about Paul McMahon?
Well, I mean, I like Paul, but I don't have a taco riding on his performance.
All right.
I've got a taco on the other 3.
I don't know where the taco came from all of a sudden, but we got a lot of tacos going on.
Here's the thing. We were going to do sandwiches, but you said you're trying to be, Mr. Fit and
so
Trim.
That's what I can't figure out. A taco's more fit and trim a sandwich? I think we need the listeners to put up a poll. Sandwich or taco?
Do you want a wrap?
Well,
I mean, I figured you'd like the taco.
Extreme.
I figured you'd like the taco better than the sandwich. It's got less carbs.
All right, we're cool.
Okay, we'll go with the taco then. A couple of tacos in play. And now it is time.
We do need a taco sponsorship, by the way.
Yes.
Taco Bell, you listening?
No.
Anybody?
We need
Jack in the Box.
a food truck. A food truck that makes tacos.
Brought to you by Jack in the Box Tacos, Neil and Kyle.
The taco bets.
Okay.
All right. We'll work on that. If you know of anybody, let us know. Anyway.
Mr. Shannon approves.
Absolutely. Mr. Shannon does approve. He only says one thing.
Does he like tacos? Yep, absolutely.
Dude, Mr. Shannon likes tacos. Okay, Kyle Lueders and Neil Quick on Gas and Glory. Thanks for tuning in with us. We certainly appreciate it very much. Now it is time for what is quickly becoming my favorite segment now that you made me cancel my other favorite segment.
Thank goodness.
Shush it. It is now time for Did You See That? Each and every week, Neil Quick and I, Phil, turn down the audio right now. We spend some time looking for the most wild, outrageous, racing-related videos we can find. And these are moments where we're just like, dude, did you see that?
Yeah.
Literally. It is like that. We yell back and forth across from the offices. So mine, Neil, was from this past weekend. It came on Friday. I'm going to put the video up here so you can watch. If you're watching along on YouTube, take a look at the YouTube player right now. Take a look at this one. See, this one kind of reminds me. See, he goes one way, he goes another way, and he comes back and he hits the wall.
Looked like a tank slapper.
It did, but you know what's...
In a car.
You know what song it reminded me of?
What?
Neil McCoy had a hit back. I think it was, it was in the 90s because that was like Neil McCoy's time. Shake it. Like, shake it to the left, shake it to the right. That's what this video reminded me of. Oh, yeah, we can pot up the music. There we go. Yeah.
Still not hearing the music, though.
Your headset's still broken.
Okay.
But no, Neil Quick, did you see that?
I didn't see it. It's pretty cool video, I'm sure, of it out there, so I had to catch up on that one. And I got one for you.
All right.
Yeah, let's go with two-wheel favorite. I mean, we haven't talked a lot of two-wheel stuff, but...
it's coming.
Yeah, it's Motocross Nations over in Latvia. Watching our boys
Whoa. Where?
Latvia.
Huh?
It's across the pond over in Europe.
I don't think Mr. Shannon's ever heard of that. No.
Now he has. See, he said yes. But pretty wild deal over there. It's one of the most important races of the year, and unfortunately, I can say our boys haven't really been too stout in the last couple of years. But we sent over Eli Tomac, Jeremy Martin on the 250 Lights bike, and Ryan Dungey. And I think on Friday's qualifying session is when this video came from, and got to see pictures of this. But 250F rider Jeremy Martin, outdoor national #1 over here, First Nations for him. I wouldn't call it a tank slapper where he goes from side to side on the track, but he's going up and down and
shaking it.
Yeah, he going through a rhythm section, and he hit one of those square edge bumps, and it just pile drove him in the ground. And what was amazing about this is
I just saw that
in the video, man. Yeah. In the video,
this is another candidate for the Neil Quick, or not the Neil Quick, the Neil McCoy Shake It music. We're gonna get that going again. But go ahead.
Yeah, old boy took a what do we call it, digger, and popped up Friday, regrouped, and ended up coming back and riding really strong on Sunday, and put in an impressive ride. I know they couldn't bring it home, but they did bring home third between the three riders, and France ended up winning the thing. It was a big deal, but. For you guys out there, you definitely got to take a look at this crash Jeremy Martin took, and to be able to pop up and come back and ride on Sunday and still be able to perform and put in good rides. He definitely deserves to be in that. Did you see that?
Absolutely. So, yeah, those were our Did You See That's for the week. Now, there was one thing I wanted to mention before we got on out of here for today. We went... you see, I've gone to several NHRA events, divisional events, national events this year.
Yeah. One
national, many divisionals. This was the first weekend I didn't have my driver. My driver. And I'm not talking like
a golf club driver, or what are you talking about here?
My chauffeur.
You have a chauffeur?
I have a chauffeur, yes.
Really?
When I go to NHRA events, particularly in Division 6, I have a chauffeur.
Division 6 provides you with a chauffeur?
Yes, they do.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. His name is Charles, or Chuck. Okay. Chuck for short. And Chuck's a great guy. Chuck, he likes soccer.
They've saw you drive rental cars, haven't they, Kyle? That's why they're providing you with a chauffeur. Yeah. I'm just hearing about this, folks, but, I mean, obviously there is definitely an issue with Kyle and rental cars.
Well,
I've experienced that myself.
Yeah, all right. But so no, Chuck wasn't there. But Chuck's an awesome guy. He likes soccer.
Okay.
Wears aviators everywhere. Drinks some really weird beer, but it tastes good. I tried it once. Not his, but I ordered my own.
Division 6. That's probably like Stag up there, right?
Oh, it's some dark stuff, man. It's like moose snot.
Really? Moose Snot. Wow.
Moose Snot. That's a good Northwest name for a beer, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go with Moose Snot.
Okay.
All right. And then Chuck has a way with the ladies. Like, Chuck he's a ladies' man.
More so than what Mr. Looters is?
Oh, I'm not a ladies' man, dude. No. The division director up there, he's a ladies' man. So is Chuck. Me, not so much. Not so much. But, no, I mean, I really could have used Chuck this weekend because, like, I don't know where to park.
Really?
And he has a way
Couldn't find a telephone pole back into?
Shush.
Really?
Whatever. Anyway, bang. Chuck usually does a good job when we roll through the gates. You know, he kind of does a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge with the gal at the ticket office. I mean, I had to figure out how to do that myself this weekend. I know it's first world problems here, but wanted to give a special shout out to my chauffeur Chuck.
I gotta meet Chuck,
dude. Chuck is the only guy I have ever met.
Is Chuck gonna wheel your car for you in the Street Stock Invitational?
I've thought about it. See, Chuck's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
Charles.
Okay.
That's his official name. Chuck's what we kind of call him. Everybody in the he's kind of everybody in the division chauffeur. It's kind of nice.
Chuck know that he made the show today?
Yep.
Oh wow.
So the cool thing is that Chuck's legendary. Chuck's the only one I've known that could ever ride the snowmobile in nothing but his boxers.
Okay. That's impressive.
He says he helped them pick up a couple thou off the line.
Oh boy.
All right, folks, that's going to wrap up our show.
We got to go on that note because this was going nowhere real fast.
We want to thank you guys for tuning in to Gas and Glory. And remember, you can pick up our driver's gear at www.r-rracewear.com, the web's largest store for dirt track racing apparel and merchandise. On behalf of
Chuck's Boxers.
And Chuck's Boxers. On behalf of everyone here at R&R Enterprises, he's Neil Quick, and I'm Kyle Looters. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to Gas and Glory, presented by R&R Enterprises. All rights reserved. Please visit the web's largest sprint car store today at www.r-rracewear.com. The views and opinions expressed in the show are the host and guest alone and do not directly reflect those of R&R Enterprises.